What's up, good people, and welcome to the first of many episodes of TC Talks, where regular people living real lives. Hey, I'm TC Daniels, and I'm so glad to be talking with you. Glad you tuned in to spend a little time with me, and I spent a little time with you. And I believe that our conversation is going to be bountiful and fruitful. It's going to be good for you and for me. I am delighted to be on. Listen, this is a non-scripted. There is no teleprompter. Yeah, I don't have any notes here. It's just me and you sharing and talking. But I do have some thoughts that I believe that can be a benefit to you. So I appreciate you. Uh, there are so many things I could talk about being the first episode of TC Talks, but one thing that I want to talk about that has been encouraged to me to talk about is my transformation physically. My physical transformation. I was 354 pounds, my heaviest, and I have lost to date 102 pounds. And people ask me all the time, TC, what in the world are you doing? Before I get into what I've done and what I continue to do on my weight loss journey, I want to say this. It is a journey, and you got to have discipline, you got to be committed, and you got to be consistent. And it's amazing how this thing started, man. It's crazy. Again, my heaviest weight was 354 pounds. Good news is I didn't have any type of medical issues. I didn't have diabetes. I didn't have any type of heart conditions. I didn't have any of that. And so, but one day, or one night, I should say, my lovely wife, she would always shoot me them elbows and wake me up in the middle of the night. She said, I think you stopped breathing in the middle of the night. And she said, you need to go get yourself checked out. So I did, got myself checked out and went and got a sleep study. And lo and behold, I had sleep apnea, got on the CPAP machine. And but that was not the key that went off as far as me losing weight and having a transformation. Believe it or not, oh, a little bit about me, man. I'm a preacher, if you didn't know that, by the way. I've been pastoring for 22 years. I am not a celebrity pastor. I'm not a mega pastor. I'm just an everyday guy that just love Jesus, man, and the people. I'm right here in Greenville, North Carolina. I love it. I'm a native of this place, man. We call it Emerald City. I call it the East Coast best kept secret. Yeah, just a regular guy. I told you, this is a space where regular people living real lives. And that's who I am. I'm just a regular guy. I just want to talk with you a little bit. But anyway, Easter a couple of years ago, I had a message to deliver to the church on Easter Sunday. Well, lo and behold, I had some outfits that were made for me. Listen, crazy thing is, I got measured by a tailor, and they got my measurements. I sent it to the garment person, and they made the garments and sent them back to me. And man, I was excited to wear them. And I could not get the pants over my thighs. I couldn't get the top over my shoulders. It was small. And so I went back and forth with the tailor, said, hey, man, hey, no, this is not right. This is not right. And so for some reason, I just dropped it. Now, this happened maybe 4 years ago. And so the message that was given to me to preach on Easter, the Lord said, you're going to have to get in one of those suits. I said, what? Because the title of the message was tailor-made, and the suits were tailor-made. Mind you, the suits have been sitting in the closet for almost like three and a half, 4 years. And so anyway, my wife also bought me some shoes for my birthday that I couldn't get in. I had them stretched, but they were too narrow and my feet were too wide. And they just sat in the closet for a few years. And my wife said, I'm going to sell those shoes. I said, you're not going to sell those shoes, because they were very nice shoes, very nice. And so the message was I was going to have to wear the shoes and have to get in the suit. Well, guess what? I got to work. I used to go to the gym, but I started going to the gym more regularly, and I changed my diet. I changed not so much what I ate, I changed how I ate it. If that makes a difference, I changed how I ate it, and also I took a terzepatide shot that like the Ozempic, things like that. But I started on that, but I just didn't take the shot. I changed how I ate. I changed somewhat what I ate. I went to the gym 4 days a week. Man, when I first started out, I hardly couldn't even do 3 miles of cardio on the elliptical. Now, to date, I'm up to 6.5 miles, 4 days a week doing cardio. Consistency, guys, gals, consistency. So, I started working out, and lo and behold, when that Easter Sunday came, I was able to get into the suit and also get into the shoes. At that time, I think I was down around 50 to 52 pounds to be able to get into the suit and the shoes. Well, when I sat down and I thought about it, I looked at myself in the mirror. I said, "Man, you look good, TC. You look good." But more so than that, I started realizing my thought life was better. I got some mental benefits from my physical transformation as well. And the crazy thing is, I did not know how bad I felt until I felt better. Because I had gotten so used to walking around in that heavy frame. And one of the key indicators that I knew that something was wrong, one day I was at a conference and the music was going and they were singing, the praise and worship was going, and I was standing up. And next thing you know, man, I started feeling my legs tingling and I couldn't stand up for long periods of time, but I didn't really pay it any mind. I'm like, oh, but now I realize, hey, doc, you too heavy. You need to get off some of that weight. And that's what happened to me. I was like, OMG. Now here, I got another problem. I don't know how to shop for myself. I got to go in the store now. I literally have to go and try stuff on. It's crazy. And here's a celebration moment, y'all. I'm no longer in the big and tall section of the stores. Isn't that crazy? Man, all my friends and family said, dude, TC, you look younger, man. You look like you look when you was about 26 years old. And listen, my birthday will be in about 9 days, June. I'll be 50 years old, y'all. 50 years old. God is good. I'm excited about that. But I wanted to share that with you because if you haven't seen a miracle, I'm telling you, you're looking at a miracle. Let me tell you why you're looking at a miracle. One of the things that I thought that I could never stop doing was drinking sweet tea. Now I'm in the South, not just in the South. I'm in North Carolina, not just in North Carolina. I'm in Eastern North Carolina. Listen, we're in the barbecue capital. I know people from Texas and people from Memphis and Kansas City will probably dispute what I just said, but I'm going to stick by it. Here in the Tar Heel State, boy, we are the barbecue capital. And listen, there's a saying that goes around here. Listen, if it ain't cooked with wood, God knows it ain't barbecue. And so but along with that barbecue, with that grilled chicken, is that doggone sweet tea. Good God. I mean, that good sweet tea. We got places around here they got good sweet tea, man. There's a place called Parker's Barbecue, good sweet tea. And man, if you're in the South, Bojangles, good sweet tea. But let me tell you who got some good sweet tea. That doggone Cookout. Man, you don't just get a regular sweet tea. You don't get a large sweet tea. You get a huge sweet tea. And that was my opioid if it were to be one. And I was like, man, ain't no way in the world I can put sweet tea down. That's why I tell y'all looking at a miracle. Do you all know I have not touched sweet tea in almost a year and a half? God, did y'all hear what I just said? A year and a half. Year and a half. And like TC, now how in the world? Because that was my if that was my sweet tea, that was my cake, that was my ice cream. It was a sweet tea. I had to have sweet tea just about every day, but I hadn't had it in a year and a half. Because you know what? The discipline that I started produced the results that I like more than sweet tea. Let me say that for the people in the back of the room. The discipline that I started, I like the results that it produced more than I did the sweet tea. That's why I stuck with it. I don't have any craves or any longings. I found some wonderful substitutes. I make my own organic. I say organic. What is that? Organic lemonade. I use blue agave and just regular lemon juice or lemonade, and just make my own little stuff. So I get my way around it. But it's been good. And today I'm 102 pounds down. I feel good. I think better, and I just thank God for having a wife that was sensitive enough to say, "Hey, baby, you need to go get yourself checked out," and I did. So, man, you got to make sure you got some people in your circle that got your best interests at heart, because it makes a world of difference. Not only, do I been passing for almost 22 years, but I do leadership development, professional development, and I mentor people, man. And you got to have health to be able to do all of that good stuff. And I like what I see. I mean, I like what I saw then, but I like what I see a lot better. And so I just appreciate that. And I'm not don't have to take naps during the day. I'm up all day and sleep well at night, and it's just a good life. And I'm telling you, I'm nobody special. I'm just a regular guy living a regular life. But I knew that there was something greater for me to aspire to, and I had to be consistent and apply that discipline. And I'm telling you, gym is a part of my 4 day a week regimen. I got to be in there. It's a part of my self development, because I got a wife, I got children, I got people that I pastor, I got other people that depend on me to be able to share something like I'm sharing with you today. So, man, I'm looking forward to. I hope you're enjoying this talk with me. TC talks don't mean I'm gonna do all the talking, but it's just we can have a little talk, a little conversation. We can converse. Um, and so I just want to encourage you, if there's something that you're aspiring to do, whether it's weight loss, or whether it's going back to school, or whether it's starting a new relationship, or whether it's starting a family. I know there may be a level of trepidation or anxiousness, but I'm here to tell you, man, you can absolutely do it. I'm living proof. I'm 102 pounds down. I hadn't hit my goal weight yet. My goal weight is about another 35 pounds. And I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it, because I would rather get there and enjoy it than to stay here wondering what it would be like. Yeah, I would. And so that's my motivation. And listen, again, thank you for joining me for this first episode, and I appreciate you. And if this has been a enjoyable for you, man, I can't wait to continue to talk to you. But listen, I want you to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, so when we upload these episodes, that you'll be the first to know about this. Again, this has been TC Talks, and I want to encourage you, and I want to tell you this: remember, live a life so that others can say that when they look at you, when they look at me, they say, now that right there, that is hope in motion. All right, my friends, I appreciate you, and I see you on the next TC Talks. Have a great one.